Keith Wiseman will kick it off to get this game underway. Austin North back deep for the Buckeyes. The approach and the kick, and it comes this way. Taking on a bounce. Mark Carter's knocked out of bounds right around the 34-yard line. That's where the Buckeyes will have the first possession of the night.
Big hit by number 64, Alex Tripido. As the Buckeyes start the ball off, a short kick. Buckeyes, Mark Carter picks it up and gets the Buckeyes decent field position to start off the night here.
Starting for the Buckeyes, left end 22, Jeremy Warren, left tackle 78, Isaac Andrews, left guard 54, Austin McCullough, center 52, Cody Walker, right guard 59, Jay Elliott, right tackle 63, Isaiah McCombs. Joey Young out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, takes a snap, he rolls to the right, cuts it up, and he'll take it out to about the 39-yard line, a pickup of close to 5 for Joey Young.
And you've seen Joey do that throughout the season once he came aboard.
Joey Young coming into this game with 652 yards rushing on 38 carries. That's a 17-yard per carry average, 11 touchdowns. 2nd and 5 for the Buckeyes on their own 39. Out of the eye, 2 receivers to the right. Young takes a snap, hands it off, Clanhanda straight up the middle, and he'll take it out across the 42, close to the 43. The Buckeyes will be about 1.5 yards shy of a first down.
Caleb Love, the first one in on the tackle that time for the Bulldogs. But this is what you're going to see a lot of out of the Buckeyes here this evening, I think. You're going to see a lot of between the tackle running, grinding it out 3, 4, 5 yards at a time, trying to look for the big play as they continue through.
3rd down and about 1.5 yards for the Buckeyes. They need to get to the 44. Buckeyes out of the eye. 2 receivers to the right. Buckeyes try to draw the Bulldogs off sides. They do not draw the flag. Handoff Clanhanda. He's got a Buckeye first down. Keeps those legs a-churning and takes it out to the 48-yard line.
And I tell you what, if he was able to keep a little bit more underneath his feet, he had a lot of clearing. You know, the Bulldogs are playing the Buckeyes like a lot of defensive have. They put a 5-man front. They've got 3 other guys up in the box. They put the 2-man wide, and their safety is actually no more than about 5, 6 yards off the ball. If you get through that first few yards as a tailback, you've got clear grass or clear green turf to go the rest of the way, as everybody's within 5 yards of the ball right now.
1st and 10, Buckeyes on their own 48. Hand off to Clanhanda, and he's dropped in the backfield for a 3-yard loss back at the 45-yard line.
Tanner Wood read that one perfectly as he came flying in there out of a linebacker position that time and drops Handa for a loss.
Also starting for the Buckeyes, right in 15, Jacob Blake. Wingback number 1, Austin North. The fullback number 9, Mark Carter. Tailback number 6, Clanhanda. And the quarterback number 5, Joey Young. So now the Buckeyes with a 2nd down and about 13. Just outside their own 45, Joey Young out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to this side. Fake handoff. Young keeps it himself, and he's got the corner. Joey Young across the 40 and down to the 36 of Athens. A Buckeye first down.
18 yards that time as Joey Young. That play was well designed, and he did a nice job of eluding the first would-be tackler of the Bulldogs around the outside that time. The defensive end tried to get out there, but he's just got that quick foot. Got out and around the corner.
DJ Young comes in with the play. Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Athens 37. Opening possession of this game, 9:25 to play in the first quarter. Joey Young out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, runs this way, and he'll be taken down right around the line of scrimmage.
Bulldogs read that one pretty darn well that time. Defensively, number 27 in there, Bryce Graves, along with 24, Tanner Wood, as he gets back to the line of scrimmage and nothing else.
2nd and 10 for the Buckeyes. Nelsonville York at the Bulldog 37-yard line.
You know, one of the things you don't factor into this game is the fact that it is such a big game. There's a lot of pressure on both sides of the ball, and both teams are trying to get rid of those early butterflies right now and try to settle into their game plan.
And we have a timeout taken by Nelsonville York. 8:39 to play in the first quarter. No score. Buckeyes 2nd and 10 at the Bulldog 37-yard line. Nelsonville York out of the eye with 2 receivers on this side. Joey Young takes a snap, play action, back to pass, throws, and it's caught by Jacob Blake, and he goes out of bounds right around the 25.
Wide open. Joey has a nice job at hitting him in stride as Jacob Blake brings it in and runs right out of bounds. There's a nice job on that pass play.
First down and 10 Buckeyes at the 25 of Athens.
12-yard pass play from Joey out to Jacob that time.
From the Athens 25-yard line, first down, Buckeyes.
Nelsonville York, first down and 10 at the Bulldog 25, splitting out 2 receivers to the right. Buckeyes out of the eye. Young takes the snap, hands it off to Clint Handa, and he's taken down after a short gain of 2 to the 23.
But I tell you, that pass right there, if the Buckeyes can find a way to put the ball up in the air just a few more times, that'll really loosen up that defense. They're going to have to start spreading out because right now they're still playing tight within that first 5 yards and forcing the Buckeyes really have to grind out the yardage.
2nd and 8 for the Buckeyes at the 23 of Athens. Of course, Nelsonville York now in 4-down territory.
One of the big things that the Buckeyes are accomplishing is eating up some clock, keeping the Bulldogs off the field.
Fake handoff, Joey Young throws, and it falls incomplete, trying to get it to Mark Carter out in the flat.
Just a little behind him, maybe a little behind him and high that time. Mark usually brings that type of ball in, but you know, as I was starting to say, the Buckeyes, one of the key things is trying to keep that powerful offense of the Bulldogs off the field, as they've been able to chunk major yardage throughout the season in the air attack and also in the running attack. Right now, the Buckeyes have already eaten up over 4 minutes here in the first quarter on this first drive.
Buckeyes 3rd and 8 at the Athens 23. Out of the eye, 2 receivers to the right. Young throws, and it's pulled in by Jacob Blake. He sheds a tackler, and the ball's loose. But he covers it up, Jacob Blake, and he's got the first down at the 14.
That was a close one.
And obviously in a big game like this, you've got to hold on to the football.
Oh, you know, that's something you and I talked about before the game, Jim. Turnovers are going to be key. If there's a team coming into tonight's ball game, the Bulldogs are +2 in the turnover ratio, while the Buckeyes are +4 in the turnover ratio. Both teams have been on the winning side of the turnover throughout the season. When the Buckeyes weren't able to against Newark Catholic, you saw the devastating loss in that one. The Buckeyes need to hold on to the ball here tonight.
1st and 10 at the Athens 14. Joey Young under center. Hands off, Clint Handa spins away, but then is
he's still
taken down right around the 11, a gain of 3. 7:10 to play in the first quarter, no score. This is the initial drive of this game. 2nd and 7 for the Buckeyes at the 11-yard line of Athens.
Buckeyes have worked hard this first series, driving the ball down very effectively. Been able to mix up a little bit of the passing game with the running attack here in this first series.
2 receivers split out to the left, and Jacob Blake and Austin North. DJ Young at fullback, Clint Hand at tailback, Joey Young at quarterback. Fake handoff, Joey Young keeps it himself, and he's hit in the backfield and dropped back at the 15, and that'll be a 4-yard loss for the Buckeyes.
Nice defensive read that time again for the Bulldogs. I believe that was number 14 back there, Dan Evans.
So the Buckeyes now facing a 3rd down and about 12 as they spot it back at the 16 of Athens.
Big 3rd down play, but like you said a little bit ago, this is 4-down territory for the Buckeyes as they're inside the 20-yard line. So they need to get halfway there and try to figure out a way to get this first down yet.
Buckeyes splitting out 2 receivers on each side. Joey Young out of the shotgun. Austin North comes in motion to this side. Joey Young will throw it to North. He pulls it in. North cuts it up and takes it down about the 7-yard line.
Flag on the play. I think they're going to call holding on the Buckeyes.
And it is holding on Nelsonville York.
That's a tough one right there.
North got it to within about 3 yards of the first down. The Buckeyes would have had a 4th and 3.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat 3rd down.
So now the ball spotted back at the Athens 24, and the Buckeyes have a 3rd down and 20.
Well, you know, we talked about turnovers, and that's the other aspect of the game right there. The Buckeyes and/or the Bulldogs cannot afford big penalties tonight.
Buckeyes 4 receivers on this side, 1 to the right side. Joey Young takes a snap. He throws it out to Austin North. And North still going for the Buckeyes and takes it down about the 19. He gains 5, and the Buckeyes will have a 4th down and 15. 5:15 to play in the first quarter. Of course, the Buckeyes are doing what you want to do. You keep that potent Athens offense on the sidelines, using up a lot of clock, but they need to cap it off with some points.
We've got a big 4th down play here, though. Buckeyes got themselves in a little bit of a hole here, 4th and 15.
4th and 15 for the Buckeyes at the 19 of Athens. 3 receivers to the right. Joey Young takes a snap, and a flag comes in. Whistles blow the play dead.
I believe the Buckeyes took off just a little early that time. I think somebody might have been expecting the pass, and they got a little antsy, and they took off just a little early before the snap of the ball that time.
So it's going to bring up 4th and 20 back at the Athens 24. Buckeyes need to get to the Bulldog 4-yard line for a 1st down. 4th down and 20 for the Buckeyes at the Athens 24. Joey Young out of the shotgun, 2 receivers on each side. DJ Young goes in motion to the right. Joey Young, decent protection, throws over the middle, and it's picked off. Picked off by Skylar Schwartzel, and he'll be taken down right around the 14-yard line.
He gets the interception. They're down to the 12-yard line, but quite honestly, that's better than an incomplete pass at that particular point for the Buckeyes, because the Bulldogs would have had the ball back out at the 24. Instead, they've got the ball down there. It looks like it was spotted at the 14-yard line.
So now we'll see the Bulldogs. They run that spread offense. Joey Burrow at quarterback. He's thrown for 2,245 yards and 35 touchdowns. 1st and 10 Athens, their first possession on their own 14. 4:17 to play in the first quarter. Trey Williams goes in motion. Burrow looking to throw, does so long over the middle, and it falls incomplete out at the 45.
Wow.
Intended receiver was Ryan Lurman.
Lurman was out there too. He's being covered by Emmett Reed, and there's a lot of height that the Buckeyes are giving away in that type of scenario right there.
2nd and 10 Athens on their own 14. 2 receivers split out. Burrow looking to throw, does so, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Adam Lurman. Good defense for the Buckeyes over there.
Jeremy Warren out there defending for the Buckeyes, breaks that pass up that time. Nice defensive play. The secondary is going to be tested tonight like no other time throughout this season. The Buckeyes are young, as you just saw 2 sophomores make the big play on the secondary for the Buckeyes right there.
3rd and 10 for Athens on their own 14. Buckeyes trying to hold and get the ball back in good field position. Burrow out of the shotgun, fakes a handoff. And now he'll run to this side. He throws, and it's incomplete. So the Buckeyes pass the test on the Bulldogs' initial series of this game. Athens 3 and out.
Buckeyes defense looks strong there. They did a nice job of covering downfield, and then they were able to get the pressure on Joey. And Joey actually had an open receiver along the sideline that time, but I think he was under enough pressure that he let the ball go and just floated it out right side, out of bounds.
Ryan Lurman will punt it away. Austin North back deep to receive the punt. He has 3 punt returns for touchdowns this year. Nice snap. He gets it away. And North will take it on a hop. Trying to decide which way to go. And he'll be taken down at the Athens 48. So the Buckeyes with good field position to start their second drive. 3:46 to play in the first quarter, no score.
North tried his little patent. I will say the patented spin move on the punt returns that he's actually been pretty successful with. Tries to wait to force the defender to make a move, and then he makes a counter move with that spin.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Athens 48. They'll split out Jeremy Warren and Austin North to the right. Joey Young at quarterback. Hands it off. Clint Handa has a big hole. Clint Handa on the right side. Gets a block from Austin North and will take it down to the 29-yard line.
19 yards that time for Clint Handa as the line did an outstanding job on that right side to seal off the hole for him. Handa hits the hole hard and goes to the outside. And it's like I've been talking about all season long. Not only was the line doing their job blocking, but you see the guys downfield, the wideouts, just do an exceptional job of picking their man off and allowing Handa to get those extra yards.
First down and 10 Buckeyes at the Athens 29-yard line. Two receivers split out to this side. Buckeyes out of the eye. And the Buckeyes have a lineman move on the left side. So it'll be 1st and 15 back at the 34.
You know, this is another one of those scenarios, though.
False start, number 54 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
It won't be uncommon to see that throughout tonight's ball game due to the crowd out here. The Buckeyes haven't played in an environment where it's been this loud for them, and both sides of the field are making good noise out there. Just got to minimize those mistakes right now.
1st and 15 for the Buckeyes. Handoff Clint Handa. And a short gain as he gets it to the 33, a gain of 1. Buckeyes with a 2nd and 14.
Tanner Wood, Jed DeBruin on the stop that time for the Bulldogs as the Buckeyes continue with the game plan.
2nd and about 14 for the Buckeyes at the 33-yard line of Athens. Nelsonville York splitting out a couple receivers on each side. Joey Young out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to throw, and now he'll run with it on the right, and he will throw. And Austin North nearly pulls that one in. That would have been a fantastic catch if he would have pulled it in.
He was not able to bring that ball in. And I tell you, I think with Joey starting to run, Austin just held up just a little bit, and then he saw him let go of the ball, and he took off running again. Had he ran all the way through that play, he probably would have had that ball for a touchdown. But Joey starting to run kind of threw him off a little bit that time, and I really thought Joey was just going to take off myself. It looked like he had some field out in front of him.
Buckeyes 3rd and 15 at the Athens 33-yard line. Joey Young out of the shotgun, two receivers on each side, takes a snap. Joey Young, quarterback draw, and he'll take it to the Athens 32-yard line. A short gain for the Buckeyes of a couple.
Again, Tanner Wood in on the defensive play that time for the Bulldogs, along with Mr. Kiefer on the stop that time.
And the Buckeyes may be punting this ball away on a 4th and about 13 to go with the Bulldog 33. Joey Young in punt formation.
Just hope you don't kick it into the end zone here.
High punt. And it will go out right around the 6-yard line. Nice punt by Joey Young.
Took the bounce the Buckeyes were looking for and went straight sideways and found its way out of bounds that way. And I tell you, the other thing that helped out Joey a little bit on that one is he got a good leg underneath it, but he's kicking against the wind, and I think that held that ball up just enough to allow the Buckeyes to get that ball down inside the 10, like you said, down at the 6-yard line.
Bulldogs 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Joey Burrow at quarterback takes a snap, and he'll hand it off. Hands it off to Trey Williams, coming into this game with 990 yards rushing. He takes it out to about the 13-yard line as he picks up 7 yards.
Brought down by Jay Elliott and Austin McCullough.
2nd down and about 3 for Athens. On their own 13-yard line, Burrow takes a snap. He'll keep it himself this time, and he'll take it out to about the 17-yard line, and he's got a 1st down. 1st down and 10, Bulldogs. 1:19 to play in the first quarter, no score.
Austin McCullough makes the tackle for the Buckeyes that time, but like you said, not before the Bulldogs find their way for the 1st down. So the Bulldogs unsuccessful in the passing game in the first series. You can see they're going to try to mix it up with some running attack here.
Man in motion. Skylar Schwartzel. Handoff to Williams. The ball's loose. The ball is loose around the 25.
I think the Bulldogs jump back on it, though. Yeah, I believe
the Bulldogs do get it back.
Number 56 off the line that time. Devin Elliott brings up the ball. DJ Young makes the hit, bounces the ball out, but the Bulldogs survive.
So each team has put it on the ground once, but they've been fortunate enough to get it back each time. Second down and about 4 for Athens on their own 24. Burrow looking to throw. He'll do so on the far side. Buckeyes in coverage, and it'll fall incomplete.
Austin Inman back there in coverage. You see him limping a little bit. He's been out the last 2 games with an injury.
So third down and 4 now for Athens on their own 24 with 23 seconds to play in the first quarter.
First quarter has blown by here as the Buckeyes have had the majority of the time of possession so far.
Joey Burrow takes a snap, looks to throw. That's over the middle, and it's caught. Across the 20, the 15, 10, 5 touchdown is Ryan Lorman.
Just like that, 76 yards, and the Buckeyes give up the big play that they've been avoiding the whole first quarter. Just a little cross pattern right off the line of scrimmage, and nobody followed Lurman. Everybody was looking underneath, and nobody stayed with him. I mean, he was out there all alone, and when you've got a, whatever he is, 6'4", 6'5" target like that, it's hard to miss him, and Joey Burrows puts the ball right in his hands in stride as he finds his way 76 yards. The Buckeyes dominate the first quarter time of possession, give up the long touchdown with just seconds to play here in the first quarter.
And the extra point is good for Heath Wiseman, and Athens takes a 7-0 lead with 13 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Heath Wiseman will kick it away for Athens. Austin North back deep for Nelsonville York.
Well, like I said, the Buckeyes dominate the first half time of possession, give up the big play that time, though, and the Bulldogs score first.
Low liner up the field, taken right around the 20-yard line. They'll flip it back to Austin North, and North will be hit and driven back. The forward progress stopped right around the 26-yard line.
That was a pretty dangerous little pitch, by the way. That looked like it could have gone high. North did a nice job of grabbing that ball and taking off for that return.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line. Buckeyes splitting out 2 receivers to this side, out of the eye. Play action, and coming around this way is Joey Young. And he'll be taken down right around the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 4 yards for the Buckeyes, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter here at Boston Field. Athens leading Nelsonville York 7-0. About ready to start the second set of 12 minutes in this game.
One thing the Buckeyes don't want to do is pretend like it's last year and spot the Bulldogs, 18 points in the first half and come back and have to 20 points in the first half and come back and try to tie it up in the second half.
Hand off Clint Handa, and he'll take it out to about the 33-yard line, a gain of 3.
Schwartzel and Tripato on a stop again for the Bulldogs.
The Buckeyes will have a 3rd and 3. They need to get to the 36-yard line. Ball resting at the 33-yard line. DJ Young coming in with the play for Nelsonville York on this 3rd and 3 situation.
Well, we were talking about the Buckeyes having to try to keep the offense of the Bulldogs off the field, and that was the clear indication of why we're saying that. They are explosive and they can attack quickly. Buckeyes need to try to find a way to answer and drive this ball down.
Handoff Clint Handa, and he's hit immediately. May have picked up a half yard for the Buckeyes, but that's going to be it, and that's going to be 4th down for Nelsonville York. And the Buckeyes will punt it away.
Yeah, they're definitely not in 4-down territory here. They're inside their own 35-yard line. They're going to punt the ball back over to the Bulldogs.
Joey Young will punt it away for Nelsonville York on 4th down and 3. Skylar Schwartzel and Trey Williams back deep for Athens. High punt. And now takes an Athens roll, and the Buckeyes will down it right around the 46-yard line. So the Bulldogs with good field position, leading 7-0, 10:35 to play here in the second quarter.
Well, the Bulldogs come out in the first series. They were 3 and out, 3 passes, incomplete. They come out in the second series and they have 5 plays. 3 of them were running, 2 were passing, 1 was the big pass play for 76 yards. Buckeyes looking to clamp down a little better on this defensive series.
Man in motion to the right side, and Tyler McIntosh. Joey Burrow looking to throw. Now he'll hand it off to Trey Williams. Has some running room across the Buckeye 40. And he breaks a tackle, and he's going to go in for the touchdown from 54 yards out.
And just like that, the Bulldogs, again, we talked about the explosiveness of this offense. I quite honestly didn't expect to see that 2 plays back-to-back, though. That was a nice little draw play. Joey Burrow sold it well, and the Bulldogs blocked it well, opened up the center of the field, and then they just took off. Trey Williams just took off through the middle and then out to the sideline, and his speed was all that he needed on that end.
Heath Wiseman attempting the extra point, converted on the first touchdown for the Bulldogs. And he puts it up and through. 10:24 to play in the second quarter, and the Bulldogs expand their lead over Nelsonville York, 14-0. Heath Wiseman will kick it away. Buckeyes with Austin North back deep. The approach and the kick, and it'll be taken by Emmett Reed. Crosses the 30, and he'll go down at the 35-yard line.
Number 74 and 32, that time Jed DeBruin and Nathan Rickey, I think is who they said was the other.
First and 10, Buckeyes on their own 35-yard line, down 14-0.
The Buckeyes definitely need to get offensive flow in place right here, right now, and find a way to march down the field and put some points on the board.
Joey Young throws, and it's incomplete to Austin North. It looked like he was looking to run before he secured the football.
Yeah, that one right through his hands, either looking for which direction he was going to go, or the defender that time out there, number 6, Tyler McIntosh, was right there. He may have felt his presence just a little bit.
Second down and 10 for the Buckeyes on their own 35.
But the Buckeyes know they've got to use some of that passing game to free up some of the running attack. So they're putting the ball up. They've already put the ball in the air 6 times, 3 completions.
Play action, Joey Young back to pass, throwing towards Austin North, and it's knocked down incomplete. Good defense by Trey Williams.
Wow, that one was tossed up. Trey did a nice job of basically, that was a jump ball scenario in basketball. And I thought Austin was trying to box his man out, but Trey was able to get up there and knock that ball down.
So the Buckeyes a 3rd and 10 on their own 35-yard line. 10:06 to play in the first half, 14-0 Bulldogs. Joey Young out of the shotgun, 3 receivers split out to this side. 3rd down and 10. Young looking to throw, dusts over the middle, but it's overthrown incomplete. Jacob Blake, the intended receiver at the Bulldog 48. So the Buckeyes will have to punt it away on 4th and 10.
Buckeyes come out, 3 plays, 3 passing plays, 3 incompletions. Turn the ball right back over. Now the Bulldogs offense coming out onto the field is going to have a lot of confidence. They've had the last 2 plays have been a total of about 129 yards.
Joey Young gets it away. Nice long high punt. Backing up Williams, and he'll let it go. And the Buckeyes will down it right around the 17-yard line, where the Bulldogs will have a 1st down and 10, and with Athens leading 14-0 with 9:50 to play before halftime. Starting for the Buckeye defense tonight, left end 24 DJ Young, left tackle 59 Jay Elliott, nose guard 76 Neil Polly, right tackle 54 Austin McCullough, right end 52 Cody Walker. Outside linebacker 26, Austin Inman. Outside linebacker 16, Emmett Reed. Inside linebacker 23, Zach Mays. Cornerback 22, Jeremy Warren. Joey Burrow keeps it himself to this side, crosses the 20, and will go out of bounds right around the 29-yard line as he picks up about 12 yards and a 1st down. Also starting for the Buckeyes, mentioned cornerback 22, Jeremy Warren. Another corner, and Austin North wearing number 1, and free safety, Jacob Blake, number 15.
Austin Inman runs him out of bounds that time, and as you're reading off the starters there, we were already starting to do some substitutions as you've seen all season as Isaac Andrews is out there now.
Burrow throws, and it's nearly picked off by Emmett Reed. But it falls incomplete.
I tell you, I expected Swartzel still to bring that down, actually, after Emmett goes flying in there and tries to pick that ball off. In and out of the hands of Swartzel after that, and Buckeyes dodged a little bullet, even though it looked like they might have had an interception there.
2nd and 10, Athens on their own 29-yard line. 2 receivers split out to this side, 1 to the right. Showing a pistol look. Burrow takes a snap, and he'll hand it off.
Swartzel.
And Skylar Schwartzel has a first down, takes it out to the 43-yard line as he picks up 14 yards.
Austin McCullough, Zach Mays, along with Jeremy Warren in on the stop that time for the Buckeyes defensively.
Joey Burrow at quarterback. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Man in motion to this side. Fake handoff. Burrow looking to throw. And it is caught down to the Buckeye 40-yard line. Caught by Trey Williams. And that's another Athens first down.
17-yard pass by Jeremy Warren brings him down immediately, but that was nicely put on the numbers that time.
2 receivers on each side. Joey Burrow takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself on the right side, and he'll take it down to the 35-yard line as he picks up 5.
Looks like Austin McCullough and Emmett Reed on the stop over there that time for the Buckeyes. Joey did a nice job that time of reading the defense well and tucking underneath his right end and trying to get upfield.
2nd and 5 for Athens at the 35 of the Buckeyes. Joey Burrow takes a snap, throws long on the left side, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Adam Lurman.
Nice pump fake that time by Joey Burrows as he freezes the defense just for a second, but he actually overthrows his target that time and puts it out of bounds. Jeremy Warren back on the defense again for the secondary. Secondary is definitely getting a workout here this evening.
3rd down and 5 for Athens at the Buckeye 35. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Burrow looking to throw. No, he'll hand it off to Trey Williams. Brings it to this side. Across the 30, the 25. And it's taken down at the Buckeye 10-yard line. They'll spot it at the 11. First down and 10, Bulldogs.
Another nice draw play again. Joey does a nice job. You even called it. He looks like he's looking to throw the ball. He really sets tall in that pocket. Really has the ball cocked, looking like he's ready to throw the ball. Then does a nice draw.
Handoff, Trey Williams on the right side. And he'll take it down to the 5-yard line as he picks up 6 yards.
Looked like Neil Pauly and Austin McCullough in on the stop that time.
Last year the Buckeyes fell down 21-0 in the first half and in danger of doing so again this year. Burrow keeps it himself around the right side, and he'll be taken down right around the 3. He'll pick up a yard.
Neil Pauly again in on the stop.
7:50 to play in the second quarter. The Bulldogs now facing a 3rd and 2 at the Buckeye 3.
Boy, they come to the line quickly, the Bulldogs do.
And Burrow keeps it himself straight up the middle. And we'll have to wait and see where they spot it. He may be just shy of a first down. Looks like it'll be 4th and a yard to go. So the Buckeyes need a big stop here. 4th and 1 at the Buckeye 2. Athens leading 14-0, 7:22 to play in the first half. 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs, again at the Buckeye 2-yard line. They split out 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And they'll call timeout. Let's see if they got the timeout. They did. The ball was snapped over the head of Joey Burrow, but they say Athens got the timeout before the snap.
That was very close. If you're on the Bulldog side of the field, you're saying, oh, they called that with plenty of time. You're on the Buckeye side of the field, you don't think they did it proper. but that was very close as Joey was still looking for instructions from the sideline when the ball was snapped.
Timeout Athens. 14-0 Bulldogs, 6:56 to play, first half. 4th and 1 for Athens at the Buckeye 2-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Joey Burrow at quarterback. He's got Trey Williams with him in the backfield. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Burrow takes a snap, looking to throw, being rushed, and he'll be sacked. A big play by the Buckeye defense.
Jacob Blake comes around the end that time, makes a huge play for the Buckeyes defense. Turnover on downs.
Again, the Buckeyes down 14-0, 6:50 to play here in the first half, and they could not afford to go down another score. And now Nelsonville York needs a nice, polite 90-yard drive and finishing off with 7.
Well, I tell you right there, that's almost like putting points on the board right there, stopping the Bulldogs down on the 3-yard line.
Joey Burrow runs with it around this side, and he'll take it out to about the 12-yard line, a gain of 2.
Swartzel read him perfectly that time as he came around the corner. Swartzel was right there eyeballing him the whole way. It was hard to get around him.
Joey Young picks up 2 for the Buckeyes.
6.5 minutes to play here in the first half as this has been an extremely fast first half.
We got 2 Joeys at quarterback, Joey Burrow and Joey Young. Hopefully I won't get them mixed up too often tonight.
Just call him Joey.
2nd and 8 for the Buckeyes on their own 12. Austin North in motion to the left.
One young kangaroo after another.
Handoff, I believe, to DJ Young, and he'll take it out to the 15. He picks up 3, but Buckeyes will be facing a 3rd down and about 6.
Bobby Seabreed on the stop that time for the Bulldogs, number 69, as he marches off the field and is taken over by number 70, Mr. Kiefer.
3rd down and about 6 for the Buckeyes on their own 15. Joey Young takes a snap, looking to throw, does so, and it falls incomplete, trying to get it to Jacob Blake. So to bring up 4th and about 6 for the Buckeyes at the 15.
Well, I will say the offensive line did their job that time. Joey had all day to make a decision where he wanted to go with that ball, just not able to deliver as he's got up. He cutting across the field that time and not quite put just a little high that time, but you know the offensive line gave Joey all the time that he needed.
Joey Young will punt it away. Does so, heading towards Trey Williams, and he'll pick it up and breaks a tackle.
Away.
Breaks another one. And he'll go down right around the Buckeye 39. So the Bulldogs with excellent field position, leading 14-0. 5:18 to play in the first half.
Jay Elliott and Dakota Mays in on the stop that time for the Buckeyes. For the coverage team as the Bulldogs are already to the line. The Buckeyes have got to get in their defensive set quicker.
Bulldogs split out 2 receivers on each side. Joey Burrow at quarterback. Takes a snap, hands it off to Trey Williams. Takes it back towards the middle of the field, and he's got a Bulldog first down to the Buckeye 25 as he picks up 14 yards.
Look like Jeremy Warren and Austin Inman in on the stop that time.
Athens 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And a flag comes in. And a sideline warning will be called on Nelsonville York.
The only thing I'll say is the sideline warning comes against the Buckeyes for the players being out across that little white line, although the Bulldogs coaching staff has been out on the field for like the last 2 series.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. First down and 10 Bulldogs at the Buckeye 25. Burrow looking to throw. Now he'll hand it off to Trey Williams. Brings it to this side, crosses the 20. And he'll go down right around the 18-yard line as he picks up 7 yards. Buckeyes lead the series over Athens 20-12. Nelsonville York has won 7 of the last 8 meetings and 18 of the last 21 meetings with the Bulldogs.
Trey Williams had the one big, long 54-yard rush for a touchdown. He's got over 116 yards now already on the ground here for the Bulldogs offensively.
2nd and 3 for Athens at the Buckeye 18. And Burrow will keep it himself. Joey Burrow is going to take it in for an Athens score from 18 yards out.
Joey Burrow did an excellent job that time of waiting for the defense to commit as he was running with the ball, acting like he was going to hand the ball off to Trey Williams that time. Waits for the defense to commit on Williams, and once they do that, he tucks the ball and just runs right up the middle for the touchdown.
Heath Wiseman will attempt the extra point. He's 2 for 2 so far on PATs. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 4:38 to play before halftime. The Bulldogs lead the Buckeyes 21-0. Heath Wiseman will kick it off for the Bulldogs. Austin North back deep for the Buckeyes. Short kick over on the far side. And a couple Buckeyes run into each other. Kenan Kilbarger does pull the football in.
And he's tackled by Emmett Reed.
The Buckeyes will have it on their own 35-yard line.
Actually, Cannon does a nice job of securing that ball because, you know, that's a live situation, so you've got to cover that ball up. Buckeyes need to move the ball down the field and eat up this clock. They had the first series where they were able to eat up about 9 minutes off the clock, maybe 8, just about 8 minutes off the clock, and then since then, the offense just hasn't been able to get back into the flow of things.
2 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Joey Young throws, and it's caught by Austin North out to midfield. A 16-yard pickup and a Buckeye first down.
Tackled on the play by the Bulldogs, Trey Williams.
They'll spot it at the Bulldog 49.
That was kind of a jump ball scenario also. Joey just drops back, throws that ball up, and lets Austin North go up after it.
Buckeyes splitting out 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to this side. Joey Young looking to throw, does so, and nearly pulled in by Jeremy Warren. Nice try.
He tried to sell it to the referee that time as he had his arms stretched out and thought he was able to reel it in.
Ruled incomplete. 2nd and 10 Buckeyes.
2nd and 10 for the Buckeyes at the Bulldog 49.
9-yard line.
4:10 to play in the first half. Athens leading 21-0. Joey Young out of the shotgun, looking to throw. Does so to this side. Austin North trying to pull it in, but it's out of bounds, incomplete.
Young's pass. Intended for
Austin North did a nice little move here at the right off the snap of the ball to try to sell the short pass, and then takes off, but the ball, like you said, just floated a little bit out of bounds. The Buckeyes, there's still 4 minutes to play before halftime. They don't want to give the ball back over to the Buckeyes or Bulldogs with a lot of time. They need to find a way to continue to move this ball downfield.
3rd down and 10 for the Buckeyes at the Athens 49. 2 receivers split out to each side. Joey Young takes a snap, and he'll run it himself and take it to the Bulldog 46. It'll be a gain of 3, and the Buckeyes facing 4th and 7.
Caleb Love, number 72, was able to trip him up as he came across the line of scrimmage that time. Otherwise, Joey might have had enough to find a way for the first down.
4th and 7 Buckeyes from the Bulldog 46-yard line.
And the Buckeyes will punt it away. Skylar Schwartz will back deep for the Bulldogs. Joey Young doing the punting for the Buckeyes. Man, it's a fake. Austin North with it. And he's got the first down and more as he's knocked out of bounds at the 29-yard line of Athens.
Nice little play that time for the Buckeyes. A nice little wrinkle in the play that time. A direct snap to Austin North, 17 yards, and they got the first down.
From the Bulldog 29-yard line, first down.
First down and 10 Buckeyes at the Bulldog 29-yard line. 3:21 to play in the first half.
Big play call by the Buckeyes coaching staff that time. Well executed by the Buckeyes out on the field.
2 receivers to the left. Buckeyes out of the eye. And the ball's loose. Joey Young picks it up, and he'll throw towards Mark Carter, but it falls incomplete.
Joey was just trying to get rid of that ball that time, as after you said, he dropped the ball, he was able to pick it back up, gets running back there, number 74. Jed DeBruin was right in Joey's face, so Joey did a nice job of just getting rid of that ball that time.
Emmett Reed coming in with the Buckeye play on 2nd down and 10. Nelsonville York at the Athens 29-yard line. The Buckeyes down 3 scores. 3:16 to play before halftime. 2 receivers on each side. Buckeyes 2nd and 10. Joey Young out of the shotgun. And they're going to call legal procedure on Nelsonville York.
Number 22 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
5-yard penalty against the Buckeyes.
So the Buckeyes will have a 2nd and 15 at the Athens 34.
4-yard line.
Well, it's definitely been part of the story here in the first half. The Buckeyes hurting themselves with penalties.
2 receivers on each side. Joey Young takes a snap, and he'll run with it. And Joey Young picks up about 5 yards for the Buckeyes. They'll bring him down close to the 30.
Got close to getting back to the original line of scrimmage, but not quite there.
They'll bring up 3rd down and about 12 for the Buckeyes. They'll spot it at the 31 of Athens.
From the Bulldogs, 31.
Still plenty of time left here in the first half. 2:48 to play. Buckeyes facing a 3rd and 12. Of course, Nelsonville York in 4-down territory. Joey Young takes a snap, looking to throw, does so over the middle towards Austin North, and he dives for it, but it's incomplete. Down at the 3-yard line.
Just outside the outstretched arms of North that time as he was diving, trying to get to that ball. He had the inside position, but the ball was just a little farther than North could get to.
So the Buckeyes facing 4th and 12 at the Athens 31. Clint Handa jogging in with the Buckeye play on this 4th down situation. Buckeyes need to get to the 19-yard line of Athens to pick up the 1st down. 4th down for Nelsonville York. Joey Young takes a snap, throws over the middle, and it's caught. And the Buckeyes have the 1st down. Nice catch by Jacob Blake in between 2 Bulldog defenders.
Jacob Blake from Joey Young, 19-yard pass play that time.
From the Bulldogs, 17-yard line, 1st down, Buckeyes.
1st and 10 Buckeyes at the 17 of Athens. Again, plenty of time left. Clock running, 2:18 to play before halftime. Bulldogs up 21-0. Buckeyes splitting out a receiver to the right side, out of the eye. Pitch out comes to Clint Handa, cuts it up. Clint Handa brings it back to the outside. Touchdown Buckeyes.
That's what the Buckeyes needed right there. A 17-yard run around the end. The Buckeyes offensive line just did an excellent job of blocking again. Handa cuts it up right behind the outside blocking, and the Buckeyes put themselves on the board.
17-yard touchdown run for Clint Handa. And the Buckeyes will attempt the point after touchdown. DJ Young jogs out on the field. Buckeyes got 15 seconds left on the play clock to get the ball snapped for the extra point. Joey Young will hold. Clock at 5 seconds. Good snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. 1:57 to play before halftime. It's Athens 21, Nelsonville York 7. DJ Young will kick it away for Nelsonville York. Skylar Schwartzel back deep for Athens.
Now would be an ideal time for a turnover if you're a Buckeye fan.
Kick comes to this side, taken at the 20-yard line. And he's brought down right around the 30-yard line as
Zach Mays makes the tackle that time. Number 14, Dan Evans on the return.
Dan Evans on the return for the Bulldogs.
1:52 left to work with here in the first half for the Athens offense. They lead by 14. And of course, they'll have the ball coming out to begin the second half. They won the toss and elected to defer their decision to the second half.
There's just under 2 minutes yet to play here in the first half, and I tell you, the offense that the Bulldogs run is almost like a constant 2-minute offense.
Burrow takes a snap, hands it off to the running back.
Tanner Wood that time, number 24, gets the handoff.
Takes it out to the 33, a gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Three receivers to the right, one to this side. Joey Burrow out of the shotgun as the Bulldogs spread it out on 2nd and 7. Burrow back to pass, and now he's looking to run with it. Brings it to this side, still looking to throw. Does so long, and it's incomplete. Austin North, nice recovery. Intended receiver that time is Ryan Lurman.
That was a close one. I thought Lurman was unable to be able to bring that in, but Austin North right there strips the ball out as he's coming down. Ends up on an incomplete pass. Burrows did a nice job of extending that play, though, acting like he was going to run and then pull up and throw the ball. Be nice to get a stop right here.
3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs on their own 34. Two receivers on each side. Burrow out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks right. Throws, and it is caught by McIntosh, and he's got the first down for Athens. Breaks a tackle. Buckeyes pulling on that ball, but looks like McIntosh held on to it for the Bulldogs.
He actually did a nice job of holding on to it that time.
Gets it out to the 45-yard line. That's a Bulldog first down. 1:05 to play in the first half. 21-7, Athens on top. Bulldogs splitting out 3 receivers to the right, 2 to this side. Joey Burrow looking things over. Clock running at 50 seconds. Fake handoff. Burrow keeps it himself. And he'll take it into Buckeye territory to the 48 as he picks up 6 yards. And the Bulldogs will take a timeout.
Austin McCullough, Zach Mays on the stop that time for the Buckeyes.
Athens takes a timeout. 42 seconds to play in the second quarter, and they lead the Buckeyes 21-7. 2nd and 4 for Athens at the Buckeye 48. Couple of receivers split out to each side. Joe Burrow takes a snap, drops back, throws to this side, and it falls incomplete. McIntosh could not hold on to it. Austin Inman on coverage for the Buckeyes.
Austin Inman did a nice job of reeling him in as it was in and out of his hands.
35 seconds to play in the second quarter. 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs at the Buckeye 48. Couple of receivers split out to each side.
I expect a run play here from the Bulldogs. Just enough to try to keep that first down and keep things going.
Burrow throws to this side. McIntosh pulls it in. Down to the Buckeye 14.
He dropped it.
The ball is loose, picked up by Austin North. No, pardon me, that is Jacob Blake. And he'll go down at the 22-yard line. So they rule that a catch and a fumble by the Bulldogs with 17 seconds to play in the first half.
It's somewhere in the neighborhood of a 28-yard catch, maybe a 33-yard catch, but then turns around and coughs it right up.
From their own 22-yard line, first down.
Really a nice catch. It looked like it was almost one-handed when he first pulled it in.
It was one-handed, and I think that's part of the reason he was still bringing that ball in. Took a couple steps, and as he was going down, the Buckeyes stripped the ball right out of there.
Joey Burrow out of the shotgun. And the Buckeyes with movement in the backfield. Again, Joey Young at quarterback.
Number 6 on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
Legal procedure on Nelsonville York.
That was a huge turnover for the Buckeyes right before halftime, Jim.
2 receivers split out to this side, 1 to the far side for Joey Young. Takes a snap, rolls to the far side. Joey Young running with the football, and he'll take it out to the 25. A pickup of about 8 for Nelsonville York. Clock running at 6 seconds. It looks like that will do it for the first half of play, and it is halftime here at Boston Field.
Welcome back here to Boston Field, where the Buckeyes are down to the Bulldogs at halftime, 21-7. And the way the Bulldogs have done it so far, looking at their offensive attack, they've carried the ball 17 times for 173 yards on the ground. They've thrown the ball 12 times, completed 4 passes for 137 yards, a total of 310 yards offensively for the Bulldogs. The Buckeyes on the other side of the ball, their offense, they've carried the ball 22 times for 111 yards and 5 of 15 for Joey Young in the air.
Buckeyes try an onside kick to begin the second half, but it is covered up by the Bulldogs' Ryan Lorman.
Actually, a good headsy play by Lorman, as the Buckeyes might have caught the rest of the Bulldogs off guard that time. And so the Buckeyes in the air again, 5 of 15 for 57 yards, a total of 168 yards for the Buckeyes in the first half.
Bulldogs 3 receivers to the right, 1 to this side. Joey Burrow at quarterback. And he keeps it himself. Burrow straight up the middle, running room, across the 30. 20, 15, 10, 5 touchdown.
And the second half starts off just like the first half for the Bulldogs offense, as they come up with yet another big play from the offensive side of the ball. That's the third touchdown of over 50 yards for the Bulldogs here in tonight's contest.
Quarterback number 10, Joe Burrow.
Bulldogs lead by 20 now with the extra point attempt upcoming. Heath Wiseman will attempt the extra point.
Boy, you could just hear the excitement on the Buckeye side of the ball, just out here in the fans, just the wind taken out from underneath their sails after that play.
Legal procedure on Athens. And I'll back it back to the 8-yard line. Bulldogs will attempt the extra point. Heath Wiseman will attempt the extra point for the Bulldogs. And the kick is no good.
Way
Buckeyes
low.
get in there, as you said, a low kick. But the Bulldogs lead by 20, 27-7, 11:50 to play in the third quarter. Wiseman will kick it away. Taken on this side. Jacob Blake returning it for the Buckeyes. Jacob Blake breaks a tackle. Jacob Blake across the 30, the 20, and he's going to bring the kickoff all the way back.
The Buckeyes answer quickly. Jacob Blake on the return for the Buckeyes as he carries the ball. I'm not sure where he got that at. About a 75, 80-yard return that time for the Buckeyes as Jacob Blake answers quickly to that touchdown. So here we are, less than 30 seconds into the second half. Both teams have put points on the board.
By number 15, Buckeye senior Jacob Blake.
DJ Young will attempt the extra point for the Buckeyes. Nelsonville York down by 14 with the PAT upcoming. And the kick is good.
Squeaks it over the bar.
I'm not sure a Bulldog may have even got a finger on that one, but it still gets through the uprights. It's 27-14 Athens, 11:38 to play in the third. DJ Young will kick it away for the Buckeyes. Skylar Schwartzel back deep.
Big special teams play by the Buckeyes there.
And it'll be taken by Schwartzel back at the 10-yard line, crosses the 20, and he's up into the ball's loose, but it looks like the Bulldogs got on it. And they did at the 22-yard line.
Wow, the ball came popping out of there. The Buckeyes defense did exactly what they needed to do. The problem was all the guys that were making the tackle bounced the ball out were on the ground. They didn't see the ball, and luckily for the Bulldogs, they were able to jump on it.
Athens 3 receivers to the right, to the left. Joey Burrow at quarterback. 1st and 10 from their own 22. Handoff around this side. The Buckeyes in pursuit, and it's a loss.
Zach Mays read that one perfectly.
A loss of 5 on the play brings up 2nd and 15. Bulldogs back on their own 17-yard line.
Well, not only do the Buckeyes need to do some of that type of thing backing up the Bulldogs, but they need to play a complete series and not give up the big play.
Joey Burrow at quarterback, Trey Williams in the backfield. And a pass out to the right side. Schwartzel running it for Athens. And let's see where they spot that. A nice play for the Bulldogs, and they're going to spot it all the way out to about the 33-yard line, a gain of 16. 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Austin McCullough and Jeremy Warren in on the stop that time for the Buckeyes, but like you said, not before the Bulldogs find a way to get a 1st down.
3 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Burrow keeps it himself to this side, and he's brought down pretty quickly. No gain on the play.
Zach Mays and DJ Young in on the stop that time for the Buckeyes. Buckeyes started this in the first half. You see Zach Mays kind of playing on that 4-man front is kind of the end position coming up out of his linebacker position because the Buckeyes need to take those linebackers and cover all these men that are going out.
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Burrow looking to throw, does so, and it falls incomplete. A flag comes in.
They throw a flag saying it's a late hit, I believe, roughing the quarterback.
And they're calling, as you said, roughing the passer on Nelsonville York.
I don't think it was really that late.
Foul, roughing the passer. Number 24 on the defense, 15 yards, automatic 1st down.
That's a huge penalty against the Buckeyes defense as they were playing strong. They had the coverage downfield. They weren't real late on that hit, but the referee said late enough.
1st and 10, Athens out on their own 48-yard line. They lead by 13. Burrow takes a snap, throws to the side to Schwartzel.
They didn't call the push in the back that time.
And he'll take it into Buckeye territory to the 48, a gain of 4 for the Bulldogs. 9:43 to play in the 3rd quarter, 27-14, Bulldogs on top. Of course, this game also for the Doc Kroner Traveling Trophy. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Burrow takes a snap, and he'll keep it himself. And he'll be upended right around the 40-yard line. He's got a 1st down for Athens.
Mark Carter comes in and makes the hit. But not before, like you said, Joey gets the 1st down.
Bulldogs 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 39-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff goes to Trey Williams on the right side. Buckeyes in pursuit, and DJ Young will take him down.
DJ Young was all over that time. Did a great job just corralling him before he got anywhere. Big loss on the play. But again, the Buckeyes are doing some nice things defensively, giving up the big play either via the feet of Joey Burrows or the passing game or the penalties version. They need to find a way to string a few good defensive plays together.
2nd and 18 for Athens at the Buckeye 47. Man in motion to the right. Fake handoff, Burrow throws, and he hits Ryan Lorman across the Buckeye 40, and he'll take it to the Buckeye 33, a gain of 14, and Athens will have a 3rd and 4.
Brought down on the play by Jeremy Warren and Emmett Reed for the Buckeyes.
Emmett Reed and Jeremy Warren in on the stop that time for the Buckeyes defense.
Gain of 14 on the play, 3rd and 4 Bulldogs.
3rd and 4 for Athens at the Buckeye 33. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to this side. Burrow looking to throw. A flag comes in, and we have a legal procedure on Athens.
Dead ball, false start, number 12 in the offense. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 now for the Bulldogs at the Buckeye 38-yard line.
3rd and 9 Athens from the Buckeye 38-yard line.
7:50 to play in the third quarter. Bulldogs up by 13. They split out 3 receivers to the right, 1 to this side.
If they get any yardage at all, I'm assuming this would be 4-down territory for the Bulldogs.
Joey Burrow looking to throw, get some pressure, throws, and it is caught by Tyler McIntosh, and he's going to take it in for the score.
Boy, Joey did a nice job of hanging in the pocket that time, waiting for the play to develop downfield, and finds his open man again. You know, it's like I said, the Buckeyes play a couple good defensive plays, and then they've been giving up these just big plays, and it's just killing them at this point.
Bulldogs now up 33-14. And now Athens will go for 2 since they missed the last extra point. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Burrow takes the snap, looks this way, hits Trey Williams, and he's going to take it in. 2-point conversion is good for Athens. They lead by 21 at 35-14. 7.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Heath Wiseman will kick it away for Athens. Austin North back deep for Nelsonville York. The approach and the kick comes to this side, and Jacob Blake picks it up for Nelsonville York, and this time he's hit immediately and brought down at the 30.
Dan Evans, number 14 on the stop. But actually, Jake did a nice job to just be able to pick that ball up as it was kind of squirreling away from him.
Buckeyes down by 21 now, 7:28 to play in the third quarter.
With 7:28 remaining in the third quarter from their own 30-yard line, first down, Buckeye.
Buckeyes in a T formation. Handoff, Austin North brings it back to this side. North takes it out to the 44-yard line as he picks up 14 yards. And the Buckeyes coming in.
Trey Williams makes the stop for the Bulldogs, but that was typical UC North going to his left and then cutting back right and finding some open space.
1st and 10 Buckeyes on their own 44. Once again in the T formation. Handoff comes to this side to Clint Handa, and he'll get it out to the Buckeye 46, a gain of 2. Buckeyes have won 20 TVC championships, the most of any other team in the TVC. 14 of those have been outright. The Buckeyes have won 7 of the last 9. Athens was co-champions with Nelsonville York in 2009. And of course, the Bulldogs won the outright championship last season with that overtime thriller at Athens over Nelsonville York. 2nd and 8. Handoff to Austin North, breaks a couple tackles, and he'll take it out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 2, and the Buckeyes will face 3rd and 6.
Actually, I'm still trying to figure out how North avoided Schwartzel coming in there on that blitz, because he was right there at the time of the handoff. Somehow, Austin North finds a way to get forward and get a couple positive yards out of that.
3rd and 6 for the Buckeyes on their own 48. Splitting out 2 receivers to the left, out of the eye. Joey Young under center at quarterback. Looking to throw, does so, and it is caught for a first down by Austin North to the Bulldog 43.
Nice little pass play that time for the Buckeyes. Big third down conversion right there for the Buckeyes. Keep this drive alive, trying to cut back into that 21-point lead that the Bulldogs have been able to accomplish here in this third quarter.
Mark Carter comes in with the Buckeye play on 1st and 10 from the Athens 44. Bulldogs up by 21 with 5.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Of course, plenty of time still left in this game. Austin North comes in motion this side. He'll take a pitch out. Austin North will take it to the Bulldog 37-yard line, a gain of 7.
I think you're going to see that play again a little later or sometime throughout this evening. Joey, as soon as he pitches that ball back to Austin North, he rolls outside the other direction, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the little pitch back to the tailback and throw back to Joey. And they're trying to set that up with that one right there by him not throwing. You'll see that again before too long.
2nd and 3 for the Buckeyes at the 37 of Athens. Austin North in motion, and a flag comes in. May have offsides on the Bulldogs.
Encroachment, number 75 on the defense.
That'll give the
5-yard
Buckeyes
penalty. Results in a first down.
that'll give the Buckeyes a first down at the 32-yard line now.
From the Bulldogs, 32-yard line, first down, Buckeyes.
1st and 10, Buckeyes at the Bulldog 32. 4:42 to play in the third. Nelsonville York out of the eye. Joey Young takes a snap, pitches it out to Clint Handa, and he'll take it down to about the 31-yard line, a gain of 1 for the Buckeyes.
Handa did a nice job of just reeling that ball in. As Swartzel and Tripido bring him down, but that ball was pitched out and he had to bobble a little bit before he could control it.
Buckeyes from the Bulldogs, 31-yard line.
Second and 9 for Nelsonville York at the Bulldog 31. Buckeyes splitting out a receiver on each side. Out of the eye. And a draw play goes to Clint Handa. And he'll take it down about the 27 of Athens as he picks up 4.
Grinding it out on the offensive side of the ball, the Buckeyes right now. This looks a lot like the first series where they were in the second series before they had the interception thrown. But the beginning of the ball game, this was a lot of what you saw from the Buckeyes offense, just grinding the ball downfield.
3rd and 6 for Nelsonville York. The Bulldog 28. Nelsonville York out of the eye. Joey Young pitches it out. Clint Handa cuts it back to the middle of the field.
Nice room.
And it looks like he's got a Buckeye first down.
Looks like they're going to block or take it down to about the 21. You're right.
Needed 6. It looks like he picks up 7, and that will be a first down for Nelsonville York.
Nice blocking on the right side by the Buckeyes, and everybody collects their man. Handa does a nice job of cutting it back upfield underneath the block on the outside that time. I believe number 14 playing end position. Cannon Kilbarger out there for the Buckeyes.
2:55 to play in the third. Buckeyes down 35-14, but driving. Nelsonville York now in the power eye. Handoff goes to Clint Handa, and he'll take it down close to the 15, a gain of about 6.
And again, the Buckeyes are just chunking yards out right now. 5, 6, 7 yards at a time, 4. I mean, they're just working hard out there.
Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4. Buckeyes.
2nd and 4 for Nelsonville York at the 15 of Athens. Nelsonville York in the team. Handoff to Austin North. He broke an initial tackle, but then some white
Can't
shirts
believe I
will
didn't hear a
corral
whistle
him.
earlier than that.
No gain on the play. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I noted that Kenny Kilbarger's in on the offensive side of the ball for the Buckeyes right now. I believe that's partly due to the fact that they're still attending Jeremy Warren on the bench. The last tackle he was in on the other side of the ball. It looked like he might have messed up a shoulder or had something that the trainer is continuing to look at.
Looks like an equipment problem for a Bulldog, and he'll be replaced. Looks like he has headgear problems. Checking it out on the Bulldog sideline.
Wow, I think that's the center also. That's kind of a big difference for a center to backup center to come in on an automatic play like that, just come running off.
3rd and 4, fake pitch, and Young will keep it himself around the left. Joey Young at the 5, and they spot him out just inside the 5-yard line where the Buckeyes will have a 1st and goal.
I was saying center, I meant nose guard, obviously.
First and goal for the Buckeyes at the Athens 4. 1:36 to play in the 3rd quarter. Buckeyes trying to get this back to a 2-score lead for Athens.
Boy, the Buckeyes have really come out and playing much more aggressively here in the 2nd half. And the Bulldogs call a timeout so they don't get cut with 12 men on the field that time, as 72 was just coming off the field a little late.
Timeout Athens, 35-14. Bulldogs, 1:36 to play in the 3rd. First and goal Buckeyes at the Athens 4.
Buckeyes need to find a way to punch this ball in, like you said, and cut back into that 21-point lead that the Bulldogs have been able to mount up.
Buckeyes in a power I, handoff Clint Handa, and he's hit and dropped right around the 3. He'll pick up a yard for the Buckeyes.
Left his feet a little bit there trying to jump over some of the linemen that were on the ground.
Number 70, John Kiefer.
Kiefer makes a stop that time.
Spotted on the Bulldog 3-yard line.
Second and goal for the Buckeyes at the Bulldog 3. Buckeyes in a T formation this time. Joey Young at quarterback. Handoff Austin North on the left side. And he gets it down inside the 1 where the Buckeyes will have a 3rd and goal.
Boy, that's a lot of hitting going on for a couple yards as North was spinning and turning and trying to drive himself into the end zone.
They'll spot it right at the 1-yard line. 43 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and goal for the Buckeyes, just inside the Athens 1.
30 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Buckeyes in a power I with DJ Young, Austin North, and Clint Handa. And Joey Young will keep it himself, waiting for a signal. And they say he is short of the goal line. It'll bring up 4th down for the Buckeyes.
Wow, I don't know how that was the case. It sure looked from here that he got across the line of scrimmage, but you're right, they call him just outside the end zone.
And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, with Athens leading the Buckeyes 35-14 at the end of 3. Buckeyes 4th and goal inside the Athens 1. Nelsonville York in the power I. And Joey Young keeps it himself, and he is in for the touchdown.
Nice job. That time that was a much better surge by the Buckeyes offensive line. Joey dove right through there. He wasn't really even hit as he was diving in there well inside for the touchdown for the Buckeyes. And, you know, like you were saying, this was a drive that the Buckeyes had to have. We're now within less than 12 minutes to play in the ball game, still down by 2 scores. Well, we'll wait and see what we get as the extra point here.
DJ Young will attempt the extra point for the Buckeyes. Joey Young will hold. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 11:58 to play in the game. It's Athens 35, Nelsonville York 21. DJ Young will kick it off for Nelsonville York. Skylar Schwartzel back deep for Athens.
Buckeyes close the gap back to a 2-score lead for the Bulldogs.
Nice kick by DJ Young. Schwartzel will take it back at the 7-yard line. Crosses the 15, the 20. Across the 30. And he's still going for the Bulldogs, and he'll take it all the way back to the Buckeye 45-yard line.
Well, I thought for sure Schwartzel would step out of bounds a couple times along the way, but he stays inbounds, finds a way to just kind of finagle his way through the chaos on the field and get the Bulldogs a great field position here.
1st and 10 Athens at the Buckeye 45. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to this side. Joey Burrow at quarterback. Hands it off to Trey Williams, and he'll take it to the Buckeye 42 on a gain of 3.
Brought down by Jay Elliott and Neil Pauly.
2nd and 7 for Athens at the Buckeye 42-yard line.
Ball spotted on the Buckeye 42-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Again, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to this side. Joey Burrow at quarterback. Fake handoff. Burrow keeps it himself, and he'll take it to the Buckeye 40 on a gain of 2, and it'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Brought down on the play by Jay Elliott and Neil Polly.
Neil Pauly and Jay Elliott again right there on the line. Put a stop to Joey before he gets to. Boy, he does a great job of holding on to that ball to the last second and forcing the defense to make a decision on who to cover. And that time they went after Trey Williams. He kept the ball. Trey would have been stopped for a loss.
3rd and 5 for Athens. Burrow looking to throw, getting some pressure. Throws to this side, and it falls incomplete.
And believe it or not, I believe the Lurmans take it away from each other. Adam Lurman knocks the ball away, although it was, I think, going to be caught by Ryan Lurman.
So it's 4th and 5 for Athens at the Buckeye 40. Let's see if they will go for it or try to pin the Buckeyes deep in their own territory. Bulldogs up by 14, and they will go for it on 4th down and 5, or at least they appear to be, unless they're trying to pull the Buckeyes offside. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to this side. Burrow takes a snap. Looking to the left, now rolls. He will throw long on that side, and it falls incomplete down at the Buckeye 3, and Nelsonville York is held on down.
And the Buckeye defense holds it. 10.5 minutes to play. They've got the ball back over to the Buckeyes offense. Down by 2 scores. You can hear the crowds getting excited. They want to see something big happen here, Jim.
Buckeyes take over on their own 40 with 10.5 minutes to play, down by 14.
First down, Buckeye.
Good coverage by the Buckeye defensive backs. Burrow had a lot of time there to look the field over.
Well, only because he kept rolling and rolling outside, and I think that was part of the reason that ball was not quite on target, as he was rolling while he was trying to throw the ball.
Draw play, Clint Hanna comes to this side.
Nice block by Mark Carter that time on the outside.
And he's taken down right around the 48-yard line as he picks up about 8 yards for Nelsonville York. 2nd and 2 for the Buckeyes.
Ball spotted on the Buckeye 48-yard line. 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 for Nelsonville York on their own 48. Down by 2 touchdowns, splitting out 2 receivers to the right. Out of the eye. Handoff, Clint Handa, and he's
Ball's loose. I think the Bulldogs might have got it, Jim.
waiting for the call from the officials. And the Buckeyes get it back.
Oh, that was close. I saw one of the Bulldogs go down, and I was afraid they came up with that ball.
First down and 10 Buckeyes at the Bulldog 48. And of course, Nelsonville York can ill afford any turnovers at this point.
I'd say that might be an understatement. I'm not sure who to give the yardage to on that one, but the Buckeyes get the first down.
Buckeyes splitting out 2 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Joey Burrow out of the shotgun. Pardon me, Joey Young out of the shotgun. Austin North running with it. And he'll take it to the Bulldog 42-yard line, a gain of about 6.
Nifty little move that time by Austin North, as I thought he was going to be corralled in the backfield. Does a nice little stutter step and runs up through the middle and gets 6 positive yards. Gives him 48 yards now on the ground. The Buckeyes pretty well balanced from a rushing attack. You've got Austin North with 48 yards right now. Joey Young has 50. Clint Handa is the guy doing most of the work out there, has 17 carries for 81 yards.
Buckeyes second down and 4. Joey Young and whistles blow the play dead. We have a legal procedure on Nelsonville York.
Flag on the field.
Dead ball, false start, number 15 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
You get a good positive run by North, and you just turn around and give it right back up on that penalty against the Buckeyes. Not something they need again, like you said. We're down to 9 minutes to play. The Buckeyes have to find a way to get this ball on this drive into the end zone and put another stop on that powerful offensive Bulldog.
Fans in front of the Athens coaching box, please sit down. Fans in front of the Athens coaching box, please sit down.
Second down and 9. Joey Young with it around this side, gets the corner, and he'll be run out of bounds right around the 36-yard line. He picks up 12 yards, and that's a Buckeye first down.
Nice job by the Buckeyes blocking around the left-hand side, and Joey Young does a great job of using his speed and getting around that corner that time.
35-21 Athens, 8:47 to play in the fourth quarter.
36-yard line, first down, Buckeye.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 36. Three receivers to the right. Joey Young takes it, rolls to the right with it. A flag comes in, and Joey Young takes it to the 27-yard line.
They pointed it against the Buckeyes.
And it looks like they are bringing it back.
Only 6 men on the line of scrimmage at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Legal procedure on Nelsonville York.
Wow, that hurts big. That was a nice 8 or 9 yard run that time. Brought back. 1st and 15 for the Buckeyes, now out at the 41.
$8:35 to play in the game. Still plenty of time left for the Buckeyes to make a comeback. 1st and 15. And that's a lateral. And they ruled incomplete. It looked from here that it was a lateral. But
well, I thought it was too. The Buckeyes get lucky there, actually.
So it's 2nd and 15 for Nelsonville York at the Bulldog 41. Athens leading by 14. Buckeyes 2nd down and 15 at the Bulldog 41. Couple receivers split out to each side. Joey Young will take the snap. Mark Carter goes in motion to the right, and a flag comes in. And they're calling a penalty on the Buckeyes.
Ball foul. Encroachment on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
I just believe he called a defensive penalty on our offensive player.
Not sure if a Buckeye was just lined up offsides. So it's 2nd and 20 now for the Buckeyes at the Bulldog 46. Mark Carter in motion to the right. Joey Young takes a snap, looking to field over. Now rolls to this side and throwing. He's got a man open, but it falls incomplete. Again, Austin North looking to run with the football before he pulls it in.
Definitely was turning and running upfield in his head well before the ball got there that time. Joey did a great job sitting in the pocket as long as he did and then getting flushed out, keeping a presence of mind to keep his eyes downfield, and finds North wide open at the 30-yard line. But as you said, North kind of looking to turn and run before he actually had the ball. Incomplete. Puts a big 3rd down play here for the Buckeye offense.
3rd down and 20. Buckeyes at the Bulldog 46. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to this side. Joey Young back to pass, getting some pressure. And he'll be taken down right around the 45 of Athens. And a Buckeye is down across the way. It may be Mark Carter.
I believe that is Mark down on the field. Hopefully it's just a cramping, but I can't tell exactly what he's got going on. But you would have thought the Buckeyes would have had a little more time for Joey that time, because I do believe the Bulldogs only rushed 3, maybe 4, but they got the pressure on him. The secondary downfield had the guys covered, and Joey tries to scramble as the Buckeyes are going to call a timeout.
Nelsonville York takes a timeout with 8:06 to play in the game, and the Bulldogs leading 35-21. Buckeyes in punt formation on 4th down and 20 at the Bulldog 46. And Joey Young will punt it away, brings it to this side, goes out of bounds down around the 12-yard line.
They'll mark that up closer to the 20 is my guess, but.
And they'll stop right around the 15.
Not bad position. But the Buckeyes defense has to do something strong here quickly. They cannot allow the Bulldogs to really hold on to this ball at all with now 8 minutes to play in the ball game, still down 2 scores.
7:59 to play in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs up by 14. They'll split out a couple receivers to each side. Joey Burrow at quarterback.
I'd love to see a turnover right here.
And Burrow keeps it himself, coming to this side, and he'll take it out to the 22-yard line. He picks up 7 yards.
Joey's actually over 100 yards rushing this evening. I got him for 108 yards. Trey Williams has 106 yards on the ground, so they've got two different young men that have over 100 yards carrying the ball tonight.
2nd and 3 for Athens. On their own 22, handoff to Trey Williams. He's got a first down for Athens, and he takes it out to the 31-yard line, a gain of 9.
This is what the Bulldogs did in that second offensive series. They ran the ball 2 or 3 times, and then they just dropped back and allowed Luhrmann to run free and get that long pass play. Watch for them to try to set up this pass with these running successful runs they've had, as Zach Mays makes the tackle that time for the Buckeyes.
7:05 to play in the game. Handoff goes to Trey Williams. He's hit pretty quickly and brought down right around the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Cody Walker in on the stop that time for the Buckeyes, along with Zach Mays.
Bulldogs 2nd and 10 from their own 31. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to this side.
With Mark Carter and Jeremy Warren both out now with the injuries, Joey Young out there playing safety.
And Joe Burrow keeps it himself on the far side, and he takes it out to the 43-yard line of the Bulldogs, and that's a first down. First and 10 for Athens on their own 44.
Right now, first downs for the Bulldogs are golden as they just continue to eat up the clock. We're down to about 6 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs still hold on to a 14-point lead.
Couple receivers to each side. Joe Burrow, quarterback, and he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down for a 2-yard loss back at the 42.
Again, I think Joey just went down knowing that the clock is in his favor right now. Don't try to do anything stupid. Just do what you need to do. He loses 2 yards on the play, but more importantly, the clock continues to tick.
2nd down and 12 for Athens on their own 42. 5:36 to play in the game. 35-21 Bulldogs. Couple receivers to each side. Handoff to Trey Williams, and he'll take it out to the Bulldog 47 as he picks up 5 yards. And now the Buckeyes will call a timeout.
Brought down by Cody Walker again that time for the Buckeyes defensively.
Bring up 3rd down and about 7 for Athens. 5:21 to play in the fourth quarter. 35-21 Bulldogs. 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs on their own 47-yard line. 2 receivers split out to each side for Joey Burrow. And Nelsonville York calls timeout. Third and 7 for Athens on their own 47-yard line. They split out a couple receivers to each side. Joey Burrow looking to throw. Now he rolls to this side. And he'll go down back at the original line of scrimmage, a loss of 3, and it'll bring up 4th and 10.
Emmett Reed did a nice job that time of following in. Actually, the Buckeye secondary did a nice job that time, because that's really where that was the reason that play developed the way it did. Is Joey did have a lot of time back there, but the secondary did a great job. End up Jay Elliott in there, and then Emmett Reed coming in and making the stop for about a 3-yard loss.
When he rolled to this side, I looked down the field, and Buckeyes had everyone covered up. Good job of the Buckeye secondary. Athens will punt it away. Just 4:35 to play in the game. The Buckeyes down by 2 scores. High punt, nice high punt. And Austin North will let it bounce and roll, and it goes out of bounds right around the 12-yard line.
They call it at the 14, actually. The Buckeyes will have the ball back, 1st and 10. Still 4 minutes, 23 seconds to play, but the Buckeyes cannot play down, and right now the Buckeyes grinding it out 5-6 yards at a time. we might not have enough time for that. We're going to have to try to find a way to move the ball and get some chunks of yards on there.
First down and 10, Buckeyes on their own 14, 4:23 left. Buckeyes down 35-21.
I think Joey Young's fighting a cramp, to tell you the truth. He keeps reaching down at his right calf.
Takes a snap. And Bulldogs have him right around the 15. He picks up 1 yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Jordan Atkins coming in for the Buckeyes. 2nd down and 9. Buckeyes on their own 15. Two receivers split out on each side. Now Austin North goes in motion to the right. Joey Young takes a snap. And it falls incomplete.
Wow, that was miscommunication as Cannon Kilbarger was streaking down the field, and the safety didn't go over to cover him, probably because Joey had already let go of the ball, but he actually wasn't really covered that closely. Had an opportunity, but there was a miscommunication. He expected North to just go out to that flat real quick.
Buckeyes 3rd and 9. On their own 15-yard line, 3:37 to play, and the Buckeyes down by 2 touchdowns. Nelsonville York out of the eye. Joey Young takes a snap, hands it off to Clint Hand on a draw play, and he'll take it out to about the 18-yard line, a gain of 3, and the Buckeyes facing 4th and 6. Buckeyes on their own 18, 4th down and 6, and Nelsonville York with no choice but to go for it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is one of those, this might be the ball game here if the Buckeyes can't find a way to get this first down.
Joey Young takes a snap, and he'll throw it out in the flat, but the Bulldogs are right there. Graves on the tackle, right around the line of scrimmage, and he drives him back for a yard loss.
Was floated out there to Handa. He did come down with it, but like you said, Graves right there and puts the stop on him immediately.
So the Bulldogs hold on downs, and they'll take over at the Buckeye 16-yard line, leading by 14 with 2:51 left. And I believe the Buckeyes out of timeouts. Joe Burrow at quarterback. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And of course, they will not be throwing the ball. Maybe they will be.
As soon as you say that, he drops back to throw.
And he'll dump it off, and it is caught. And
Touchdown.
going all the way will be McIntosh, Tyler McIntosh on the score.
I tell you, it's just uncanny. You know, we've talked about the fact that you've got to keep these Bulldogs off the field, but they've proven it time and time again as they are just quick strike. The time of possession has definitely been in favor of the Buckeyes, but the Bulldogs offense, they're just so quick to score. The Buckeyes don't have an answer for that. And well, I'm not sure what that penalty was. I didn't catch that, Jim. Said there'd be assessed on the kickoff.
Heath Wiseman attempting the point after touchdown. And the kick is up, and the kick is good, and a flag comes in. We probably have roughing the kicker on the Buckeyes.
The extra point is good. We have a personal foul, number 16, on the defending team. That penalty will also be applied to the kickoff.
I'm not sure what the first penalty was, but there's 2 penalties, I believe, both against the Buckeyes. I think the Bulldogs might be kicking this ball off from midfield.
2:40 to play in the 4th quarter, and the Bulldogs now lead 42-21. Heath Wiseman will kick it away for Athens.
The Buckeyes still need to find 11 players for this kickoff team, as they've got Mark Carter, Jeremy Warren, DJ Young all on the bench injured. They still only have 10 out on the field. I thought they were going to kick it from the midfield, but this is ridiculous. They're kicking it from the 30-yard line. Well, I guess they're going to be trying an onside kick, because why wouldn't you?
Heath Wiseman will kick it for the Bulldogs. The approach and the kick. And the ball's loose. Austin North picks it up for the Buckeyes, and he'll be brought down, I believe, by Adam Lurman back at the 3-yard line.
Well, the Buckeyes have the ball back, but they couldn't ask for a tougher position to be in right now.
Buckeyes down by 3 touchdowns, 2:37 to play in the game, and the Buckeyes on their own 3-yard line, first down and 10. Two receivers to the right. Handoff goes to Clint Handa, and he'll take it out to about the 4-yard line. Picks up a yard for the Buckeyes. Brings up second down and 9. Jacob Blake coming in with the Buckeye play on this second down and 9 situation. Clock running at 2:05 to play in the game.
Well, if you had to write a script of things that could have gone wrong that didn't help the Buckeyes, I think a lot of it happened here tonight.
Handoff once again to Clint Handa. May have picked up a yard. It'll bring up third down and about 8 for the Buckeyes with 1:35 to play.
Brought down on the play by the Bulldogs, Caleb Love. 39 Buckeyes from their own.
Bulldogs leading 42-21.
Buckeyes got to find a way to get out from the shadow of their own end zone here. Give the ball back over to the Bulldogs again. They might just find a way back in the end zone, although we're down to 1:10 now to play.
Handoff, I believe it was Austin North, and he breaks away. North coming to this side, crosses the 30, cuts it back up.
Still on his feet.
And it looks like North hurt himself as he goes down right around the 47. Maybe he just lost his footing.
I'm not sure what happened there, actually, but you're right. He just kind of went down on that.
But the Buckeyes have a first down out of the 46-yard line. Clock running, 47 seconds left in this game. The Athens Bulldogs will win the Ohio division of the TVC outright for the second straight year. Clock at 33 seconds. Bulldogs up by 3 touchdowns.
When you see the Buckeye offense, I'm not even sure they're worried about getting this last play off or not, as the Bulldogs have came in here to Boston Field and basically drew up a game plan that worked to perfection.
Joey Young being pressured, and he'll be sacked back at the 40-yard line.
And that'll be the last play of the game.
Clock running down at 5 seconds, and that will do it. Here at Boston Field, the Athens Bulldogs have defeated the Nelsonville York Buckeyes by a final score 42-21.
Well, now the Buckeyes, from a playoff perspective, are going to have to find some help from other teams around the area and hope the numbers all fall out in their favor, as right now the Buckeyes have put themselves in a very tough position to even make the playoffs right now.
Tomorrow at Athens High School at 4 o'clock as they take on Huntington Ross in a district final. Numbers on the Buckeyes identified for the first ever district title championship.
See if we can get a decent shot of the Buckeye cheerleaders. Hunter Berry, Sarah Adams, Kim Howard, Krista Phillips, Josie Seal, Valerie Addis, and Taylor Martin. Of course, a lot of fans standing and blocking our view, but again, the Bulldogs come into Boston Field. They defeat the Buckeyes. Athens now 9-1. They finished the regular season at 9-1 and 5-0 in the Ohio Division of the TVC. The Buckeyes 7-3 overall and 4-1 in league play.
Tough way to end the season here, regular season for the Buckeyes is, you know, we talked about it early in the ball game. The explosiveness of the Bulldog offense, that was the key difference in tonight's ball game. The Buckeyes come out and stop them 3 and out the very first series. They were 3 passes incomplete. In the next series, they come out and start running the ball, and really, once they were able to run the ball with any effectiveness, that really opened up that passing game. And the reason the run was so effective is that they spread that offense out, spread the defense out with that offense, and it really forces the defense to be spread in so many positions that when you've got the likes of Trey Williams and Joey Burrows in the backfield, it's hard to corral those young men. Overall, the Bulldogs carry the ball 31 times tonight for 253 yards. In the air, they went 9 of 18 for 209 yards. So again, let's look at the production for the Bulldogs on the ground. Again, they carried the ball 31 times for 253 yards. The actual guys that were out there doing the work for the Bulldogs, I've got Tanner Wood carrying the 1 time for 3 yards. Schwartzel carried the ball 1 time for 14. The big damage was done by Joey Burrow carrying the ball 16 times for 116 yards, and Trey Williams carries the ball 13 times for 120 yards. On the offensive side of the ball, passing, the Bulldogs put the ball in the air 18 times. Joey Burrow connects 9 times, 9 passes for a total of 209 yards. Nice productivity on those 9 catches, as again, Schwartzel has 2 catches for 20 yards. Trey Williams has 1 catch for 17 yards. You had Ryan Lurman having 2 catches for 90 yards. His first catch was the 76-yard touchdown reception. It was the first points that the Bulldogs put on the board. And then the most catches actually went through number 6, Tyler McIntosh, as he catches the ball 4 times, finds his way into the end zone twice. So the Bulldogs, again, put up a total of 462 offensive yards. The scoring for the Bulldogs, first quarter, was that 76-yard pass play from Joey Burrows to Ryan Lurman. In the second quarter, they have a 54-yard run. Again, this was Trey Williams. A huge scamper down the field, puts the Bulldogs up with 2 scores. Later in the second quarter, an 18-yard run by Joey Burrows puts the final scores into the first half for the Bulldogs, puts them up 21-7 at half. In the second half, third quarter, 51-yard run by Burrows starts out the second half, and that was a little deflating. And then Buckeyes come right back with the Jacob Blake kickoff return. The 33-yard touchdown pass was also in the third quarter, which was to McIntosh from Burrows. And then in the fourth quarter, the 16-yard pass play with 2.5 minutes to play in the ball game, where Burrows connects with McIntosh again. On the Buckeyes side of the ball, Buckeyes run the ball 44 times tonight for a total of 237 yards. I've got DJ Young carried the ball 1 time for 3 yards. Austin North carries the ball 8 times for 91 yards. Then you have Joey Young running the ball 15 times for 58 yards. And Clint Handa carries the ball 20 times for 85 yards. In the air, the Buckeyes were 7 of 20. 20 passes for the Buckeyes offense. I'd have to believe that's any 2 games combined we didn't put the ball up in the air 20 times. They connect on 7 passes, 1 to Handa for 1 yard, 2 receptions by North for 22 yards, and Jacob Blake has 4 receptions for 44 yards. Scoring for the Buckeyes, you had the 17-yard run by Clint Handa in the second quarter. The third quarter, as I just mentioned, after the long run by Burrows to start the second half, Jacob Blake takes the next kickoff for 76 yards and a touchdown. And then the last score for the Buckeyes in the fourth quarter was a 1-yard run by Joey Young that caps off the scoring. Buckeyes go down 42-21.
Of course, the Buckeyes coming into this game controlled their own destiny to make the state playoffs. And of course, with the loss, the Buckeyes now need some help. The Buckeyes were in 8th place in Region 19. And of course, they take the top 8 teams. And looking at the teams behind them, Dawson Bryant in 9th place. They were favored by 36 points. The team that's playing South Point has only won 1 game this year. And they defeated Rock Hill and Chesapeake, and they're playing each other tonight. And they also defeated River Valley and Fairland, and they're both playing tonight. The other team they defeated, Meigs, they're playing at Alexander. And, of course, the Buckeyes would rather see Alexander win that game because that would give them a half point more with Meigs being the larger school.
Correct.
And also that would not give Dawson Bryant any more points if Meigs would win. East Knox in 10th place. They were playing Danville at home. Danville favored by 13 points in that one. Danville 8-1. In 11th place, Columbus Academy. They were 5-4, and they were playing at Granville, who's 8-1, and Granville favored by 14 points.
And Granville's a Division III school.
And number 12, Fredericktown, 5-4, playing at home against Loudonville, and they were 7-2, and they're favored by 5 points. Loudonville is. Bucyrus 4-5 in 13th place. They were playing Winford at home, 7-2, and Winford favored by 18. So the Buckeyes still has a decent shot of making the state playoffs, in that the only team favored to win behind them to hold on to that 8th spot that the Buckeyes are currently in. The only team favored to win tonight was Dawson Bryant, and they're playing a team that has only won 1 game, so they're not going to pick up a lot of points. But the Buckeyes are just going to have to.
But it is a Division IV team, so they will pick up those points. Now they're hoping that the 2 teams in front of them, Hillsdale and Liberty Union, maybe they can find a way to lose. Although, like you said, Hillsdale playing Chippewa, who's a 1-8 team. Hillsdale probably will come away with a win there, and then, but they won't gain a lot of points out of it, so that's not a bad thing. Liberty Union is 2 spots ahead of them. They're playing Grandview Heights, who's 5-4. That one could go the way of the Buckeyes if Liberty Union can find a way to lose to Grandview Heights. But the Buckeyes do need a little bit of luck around them right now. As you said, if they won, they were in for sure. Now everybody's got to watch the point totals and see how it all mashes out and see what the scores are and see what happens. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, they're going to be hosting another playoff game like they were last year. So the Bulldogs come in. They have the 1 loss on the season, and they finish strong to back up what they did last year, going back into the playoffs. So we'll see how they can do. We'll assume the Trimble Tomcats find their way into the playoffs. I haven't heard their score at all, but I assume they'll win tonight and they'll find their way into playoffs.
They were up 27-0 on Federal Hocking last we heard.
So the Buckeyes, questionable, but you've got 2 other Athens County teams with the Bulldogs and the Tomcats finding their way into the playoffs. And if all the cards fall correctly for the Buckeyes, they could still find their way in there.
And also on the Buckeye side, again, Meigs at Alexander, 2 teams they beat. Again, they'd rather see Alexander win that to pick up another additional half point, with Meigs being the larger school. Vinton County at Wellston, and it's the same way there. You'd rather, even though you beat them both, you'd rather see Wellston win that. It's another half point more if Wellston wins that game. Another big one for the Buckeyes, Logan at Warren. Logan favored tonight at Warren, but only by about 5 or 6 points.
That could be a huge one.
And Nelsonville York would sure like to see the Chieftains win their last game of the season. Bern Union playing at West Jefferson, very unlikely Bern Union wins, and River Valley hosting Fairland, and that looks like that will go Fairland's way. But the Buckeyes can watch the scoreboard tonight and check the points as they come out, the final tally, and hopefully come tomorrow. Or, of course, there might be some games tomorrow night. We might have to wait till Sunday.
Yeah,
hopefully the Buckeyes will still be in that 8th spot.
I'm not sure how. We'll watch Joe Idle tonight, and then the official word doesn't come out. And I don't think the official count is actually until Monday from Ohio High School Athletic Association. But sometime tomorrow. If there are games tomorrow, maybe not till Sunday, but we'll know over the weekend if the Buckeyes find their way into the playoffs.
Once again, Athens defeats Nelsonville York for the Tri-Valley Conference Ohio Division Championship. The Bulldogs defeat the Buckeyes by a final score of 42-21. For Justin McCumber on camera and Ray Spouts, this is Jim McCumber saying so long.